Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Cann with Mining Journal, and I'm joined by American Pacific Mining Chief Executive Warwick Smith, and this is part of our Junior Copper Focus. Welcome, Warwick.
Thanks for having us, Chris. Much appreciated.
Your flagship asset, the Madison Copper Gold Project, was acquired last year in a deal that was actually nominated by S&P Global for an M&A award, and you're now watching a major miner, Rio Tinto, spend their way into that asset. I'm very keen to understand what's happening right now at Madison, but for those who aren't familiar with the transaction, I thought you might just start by giving us a few key points around the deal.
Yeah, happy to do so. This is actually an asset we looked at in 2016. Another company beat us out and bought it before we really got a chance to negotiate on it. They did great work. They drilled into the porphyry in 2017. In April of 2019, they were actually the ones that brought in Rio Tinto as the partner. That was April. In June, 2 months later, they halted from trading and announced that they were going to become a psychedelics company focused on medical mushrooms. So we were able to kind of swoop in and purchase the asset. We paid a $2.4 million valuation, all in stock at the time, to pick up the asset. Very high grade asset, scarnet surface, porphyry underneath. Rio Tinto is the partner. Fantastic asset for our company to pick up, really transformative for the company at the time. We're now seeing that asset grow and real busy drilling as we speak.
Okay, and so at the moment, it's a 30 million earning, as I understand it. At the current phase is a $5 million earning around the current drilling program. What stage is that at? What results have you seen so far? And give us an idea of some of the milestones that you'd expect to see maybe out to the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rio Tinto started drilling in 2019. In the 2019 and then in the 2020 program, they had spent $3.88 million US. They are drilling as they speak today, 4,000-meter program. They've done trenching. They've done one of these new drone magnetic flyovers that stays above the topography at 25 meters. I think that's going to be really helpful in terms of targeting. We haven't seen drill results yet. We're anxiously awaiting those. The best drill result last year was 1.5 meters of 69 grams per ton gold. So that was a nice hit for us to see. Carries really high grades locally, both in the gold and in the copper. So it's an exciting project to be working on. Rio is actively going at it. Some of the trenching that they did, we've seen results from this year. So almost 2 kilometers away from the known mineralization, they trenched through some epithermal veins. They got 15 grams gold, 600 grams silver, and 1.5% copper. So they built drill pads over there. I know they're planning on drilling there in short order too. So yeah, very exciting times for us.
So what kind of timing are the results likely to start flowing through from the drilling that's happening today?
Yeah, you know what? I hate answering that question, but yeah, but I'm happy to do so. Look, I think as you probably heard from many companies in the Western U.S., labs are taking a while.
Sure.
We suspect we'll start seeing drill results in relatively short order, and that's probably the best you can pin me down at this juncture.
Okay, so obviously Rio Tinto earning in there, running that program for you at the moment. Elsewhere, you've done some, there's a bit more fancy footwork going on, the Red Hill acquisition. Tell us how that came about and what the plans are there, because obviously that ties into existing portfolio assets that you have in play.
Yeah, that's right. So we've really focused on high grade assets in the Western U.S. By way of background, Eric Saderholm and I have been partners since 2008. Eric was the former head of exploration in the Western U.S. for Newmont. So when Newmont was looking for new assets, they were looking to him. They're of course looking for stuff that's 3 million ounces and bigger. He saw a lot of assets where 500,000 ounces that can grow. We previously had Black Pine. We staked that. That's now with Liberty. We had Deer Trail, that's with a Mag Silver now. And of course, here we are partnered with Rio Tinto on Madison. We've also got 3 other high-grade assets. One is called Gooseberry, high-grade silver gold mine. We're going to drill that late summer here. We're very excited about that. Hasn't been touched since 1994. We have Tuscarora, which is a high-grade epithermal system just outside of Elko. And then we just picked up the Red Hill asset last week, if my math is correct, which is an internal claim block to New Legacy. So New Legacy's got about a $70 million market cap. They've spent $50 million US in the past 10 years. It's on the Cortez trend, drilled previously by Barrick. Our ground was drilled previously by Barrick, had some great hits. We're very excited about it. New Legacy's got some drill holes coming out as well, so that could be helpful for us too. So lots going on, lots of near-term catalysts, lots of long-term catalysts as we drive forward. So yeah, exciting times.
Okay, and Rio's obviously taking care of the budget at Madison.
Yeah.
What's the budget look like, and plans for any capital raisings? Are they necessary, or are you fully funded for the foreseeable?
We're fully funded, which is a nice answer to be able to give. Company's got 91 million shares out. It's got over $5 million in cash, $4 million of warrants that are well in the money. Michael Gentili is a 19.9% shareholder. We only spend about $100,000 a month today because we're free carried with Rio. That's going to change here shortly. We'll spend $1.5 million or so at Gooseberry, and then we're looking at drilling Tuscarora as well. Perhaps later this year, and that could be around another $1.5 million program. But we've got more than enough capital to drive things forward at this point.
Warwick Smith, thanks very much for your time.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. Thank you very much.